In today's gospel, Jesus describes true religion as serving God and all his children with a pure and holy heart. He's talking of a heart. He's emphasizing of purity of heart. The gospel explains the encounter of Jesus with the Sanhedrin observers and the Pharisees who had been sent to assess Jesus' unique controversial teachings. These, the Pharisees and the scribes, they are experts. And they had found Jesus teaching an open violation of the tradition of the elders and judged Jesus, implying he had spoken blasphemous claims. Now, Jesus' reaction is different. In response to the Pharisees and the scribes, to their criticisms, Jesus stands in the prophetic tradition by citing Isaiah chapter 29 verses 13, which says, "These people pays me lip service, but their heart is far from me. Empty is the reverence they do me, because they teach dogmas of mere humans." In other words, it's talking of mere human precepts. Now, the Pharisees had placed so much emphasis not on building a relationship with God, but and their fellow human beings, but on checking out their own external behavior. Originally, these religious traditions were intended to symbolize the inner realities. In other words, these traditions were supposed to reflect what obtains inside the heart of a worshipper, such that, the outside reflects the inside. Outward signs of inward devotion of God's will. But the Pharisees, they were using them to boost their own egos. Hence, Jesus flatly denied that external things or circumstances could separate a person from God. Jesus was not criticizing rituals given in the Mosaic law, no. But the giving of disproportionate importance to these things while neglecting what was far more important. That is, the love of God and the care of one's own fellow human beings. Thus, in today's gospel, Jesus insists that nothing that enters a man from outside can make him impure. That which comes out of him, and only that, constitutes impurity. Jesus contradicted the Pharisees, not denying the value of the Jewish law, but understanding that Mosaic law was primarily about love and freedom, and that its ritual elements were all subordinate to this primary concern. As illustrations of evils which really make a person sinful and alienate him from God, Jesus mentions 6 of these evil acts: the practice of sexual immorality, theft, murder, adultery, acts of coveting or lust, and wickedness in general. Then he adds a checklist of 6 vices or sins of the heart. And those are deceit. We are talking of lying, jealousy or envy, slander, imputing evil to others, pride, that's another one. And he talks of folly, which is the stupidity of one lacking moral judgment. Now, the point is clear. Righteousness is not what we do on the outside, but who we are on the inside. Righteousness is not what we do on the outside. It's not about the hand. It's not about any other thing, but it's about the heart. For Jesus, a community that is actively worshiping God, but bases its behavior solely on precepts and doctrines, fails to give him true worship. But a community integrally connected to God through righteousness, just and loving relationships offers him true worship and deepens its union with him. And this now takes us to the importance of introspection. Ukuilolesha ine nemwine, kuziona ine nemwine wake zimene zili mukati. Now, if we have to be authentic Christians, we need to regularly evaluate our underlying motives and intentions. What are my intentions? What are my underlying motives? Now, understanding our true motives will help us to be authentic Christians who are without pretense or hidden agendas. In this process of recognizing our motives, we become more responsible, and our actions and our decisions align with that which is in our hearts. When we introspect by identifying and addressing flawed motives, that which is inside me, which is out of line in accordance to God's will, then it will eventually promote a kind of self-awareness that leads to personal growth and transformation. By doing so, we shall be able to identify areas in our spiritual growth and deepen our relationship with God. May God bless his word. Amen.